She marked her territory, ladies and gentlemen, rather than merely giving him a hug. The internet went crazy when boxing's most fierce woman, Claressa Shields, shared a late-night Instagram story with a Papoose as if she had just won a championship, belt, and the accompanying spouse. This was more than a friendly embrace. I don't care about energy, and I know your wife is watching. Complete and utterly scandalous silence with no caption or explanation. Who is the wife? A Bronx bulldozer, a rap legend. And the same woman who is already drowning in court drama over her son's murder case, that's Remy Ma, and now this. According to insiders, Remy yelled, "Not today, Satan," shattered 3 phones, and went radio silent after seeing the news. Papoose, he hasn't said anything. Not a clarification, not a denial, nothing. And you can tell a man is guilty of something when he remains silent as the world burns. What is Claressa attempting to prove then? Why now? And will Remy Ma finally turn the entire industry upside down at this point? Oh, sweetie, buckle up. Triangle hip-hop has never acknowledged the messiest love that we have just entered. And believe me, what will happen next? The hug appears to be foreplay as a result. Here's what actually transpired. Furthermore, we're not sugarcoating anything. With a single subversive Instagram story, Claressa Shields, the self-described GWAT, just dropped a bomb on the hip-hop community. There was no warning or caption. Just her and Papoose Mr. Black Love himself locked in an embrace that appeared far too well-practiced to be genuine. This isn't just any old picture. So if you're new here, welcome to the year's biggest scandal. As Remy Ma, Papoose's wife and longtime Ride or Die participant, is overwhelmed by the courtroom turmoil surrounding her son's murder charge. This perfectly timed low-light shot was taken. The intimacy is unmissable, and the timing is suspect. Everyone's stillness was more audible than any disc track. Let's clarify one issue. This has nothing to do with friendship. The manner in which Claressa leaned on the chest of that man, the way Papoose had that half smile, half smirk, like, yeah, I know this looks bad. Baby, this hug wasn't a mistake. This was a move, a message, a mic drop for the messiest triangle since Safri, Nikki, and Meek. Now, let's talk characters. First, there's Claressa Shields, the unbeaten boxing champion with a killer jab and an even deadlier IG strategy. She's loud, brash, and doesn't care what people think. She calls herself the realest in the room, and after this post, she might also be the pettiest. The same man who spent 6 years waiting for Remy to return home, writing love letters, poems, and songs. And who was dubbed the Blueprint, suddenly broke in front of 4 million followers. Of course, Remy Ma, the Queen Pin, who was born in the Bronx, had a razor-sharp beard and was fearless, is now facing criticism from all sides. Her son is being charged with murder. She is being dragged into courtroom rumors of obstruction. And while she is barely able to maintain her reputation, her husband is out here posing as a free agent. You see this setup now? This is where it gets dirtier. The first time Claressa went too far. According to an anonymous assistant, Claressa has been crushing on Papoose since they first met. Backstage at an award show in 2022, the assistant, who will go by Nikki with 2 Ks, said Claressa that she thought he was smart, disciplined, and laid back. At the time, everyone assumed it was just fangirl behavior. But guess who kept showing up at private events? Guess who started posting inspirational boxing quotes under his posts? Guess who DM'd him a video of her working out in the same color sweatshirt he wore during a bet cipher? Coincidence? Please. Now, let's get to the hug, because that's what broke the timeline. Papoose's head was turned just enough to show that he wasn't pushing her away, and the angle was taken from behind someone else's shoulder, indicating that a third person was involved. The third person stood there, watched, and decided to press record, and no one thought to say, hey, maybe don't post this while the wife is literally on trial by association. The photo wasn't just soft lighting and close bodies. It was purposefully curated. Ree's response was immediate. She didn't wait or write down any notes. Then came the real dagger, a cryptic tweet that read, "I gave y'all loyalty, and you gave me PR stunts." No name, no tag, just smoke. The fans understood the assignment, and Twitter went into a frenzy. One user wrote, "Remy just Beyonceing Deming pics and dropping bars. She didn't even call Papoose. No, sis went straight for the nuclear option. Unfollow and erase." Within 30 minutes of the story dropping, Remy had erased every picture with Papoose from her grid. Another stated, "Claressa switched between sparring in the ring. For what are you fighting?" 'Cause, at this point, fans aren't just guessing. They're looking into it. Reddit threads began analyzing her eye contact during the hug, and TikTokers are searching for subliminals in her workout videos by matching the beat to a song that Papoose teased in a deleted Instagram live last month. Is this petty? Of course. But welcome to the internet. And in the court of public opinion, the evidence is stacked. But the real kicker is that this scandal is leaking into Remy Ma's legal world. One courthouse source says that Rhee's defense team is not happy with the sudden 2 days later. Guess who appeared outside the courthouse? Claressa Shields, wearing sunglasses, flanked by security. When asked if she was there to support Remy, she simply replied, "I'm just here for the truth." This drama isn't just messy, it's distracting. We're trying to keep focus on a murder trial as memes and fan theories flood the courtroom inbox. B. Serious, ma'am. Rumor has it that she never entered the building at all, only climbed the steps, snapped a few pictures, then dipped as if she were walking the red carpet, as if she were the star of her own reality show. Remy, rumors have it that she's not only is she angry, but she is furious. According to people close to her, she has been phoning her legal team constantly, asking if there is a way to prevent the media from watching the trial. Some claim she is preparing a private sit-down interview, while others say she plans to file for separation from Papoose in a quiet manner. But let's face it, nothing is quiet anymore. This story is about a narrative, not an embrace. One woman built a reputation for being the strongest, and one hug, a silent photo, tore the entire image apart at the seams. And we haven't even reached the burner phone messages yet because, yes, there's more. A voice memo sent only hours after the photo went viral was allegedly mistakenly leaked by Claressa's close friend. In it, a lady who strangely resembles Claressa said, "I told him they'd call me a homewrecker, but he said the home's been wrecked." In any case, things are about to blow up because, according to an anonymous PR insider, someone is going to release screenshots. So let's get messy. Is this what she's saying? Papoose told her that the marriage was already dead. Is that how she justified the post? Or is this just another carefully crafted quote to keep the spotlight spinning? As if Claressa's hug scandal wasn't chaotic enough. A so-called close friend of hers just released voice memos and screenshots that sent the internet into a dark hole of gossip. And these weren't just cryptic little quotes, though. Okay, no, baby, they were straightforward, unfiltered, and brimming with the kind of petty energy that can turn a romantic triangle into a full-fledged case of celebrity homicide. Of course, this is a metaphor. In the leaked voice memo, a woman who sounds exactly like Claressa Shields says, "He told me he hasn't been happy in years. The marriage, he informed me, was a brand. It was just ever that. And he informed me that the only person who gives him a sense of authenticity is me." Now stop. Let that simmer, because if fanned, this is a big if. Papoose said that it's character assassination rather than cheating. And it's emotional treason for a man to have created whole mixtapes professing his love for Remy while she was incarcerated. But hold on, things get worse. We've got to move smarter. They are watching now. Don't post anything for a while. According to the screenshots, Papoose allegedly told Claressa, "Well, guess what, Pap?" She posted the hug anyway. And that's where the internet crowned Claressa Shields the new queen of I said what I said. Let's talk about public reactions, because this thing went viral like an unreleased Drake and Kendrick D song. Within hours of the voice memo being leaked, hashtag Papoose singing was trending on Twitter, with fans dragging him for dirt with memes that compared him to all the fake loyal men in history. A verified gossip blogger known for exposing industry mess suddenly released a report claiming Claressa Shields and Papoose have been secretly spotted. Ma'am, she said that with her chest. No apologies, no retractions, just vibes. Together. They were spotted 6 times in the last 4 months at locations such as a private suite at a Brooklyn Nets game, a Harlem restaurant that had a no-phone policy. And let's go back in time, a Miami spa retreat while Remy was in New York for her son's court hearings. The disrespect is now surgical. But this isn't even the biggest twist. According to the same blogger, he was able to get a blurry screenshot from hotel security footage taken 2 weeks prior to the Instagram hug. Shows Claressa and Papoose entering a hotel room together at 11:42 p.m. and leaving at 9:27 the following morning. Naturally, Claressa's team called it a fake right away, claiming Photoshop misrepresentation and that the old-fashioned people will stop at nothing to gain influence. However, they didn't deny it, nor did they say that we weren't at that hotel, or that Pap wasn't talking. Now, let's move to the courtroom, as this scandal isn't just lingering online, it's beginning to affect Remy Ma's trial presence. According to sources, she missed a crucial day in court last week, and her legal team claimed she was under stress. But insiders claim she had a private breakdown after seeing the leaked screenshots. Another whispered, "I held him down for years. I gave up my freedom for him, and he gave me this." I heard Remy screaming. The source, a courtroom clerk with a friend who works security, said. Now listen, whether that's true or not, what matters is this. Remy is unraveling her image, her focus, and her composure. And that means this little love scandal might just be affecting her legal case. Fans are calling for Pap to speak up, to say something, anything, because the silence is deafening. People presume the worst when they provide protection and then vanish amid the scandal. Remy's longtime pal, Fat Joe, also subtly contributed by tweeting a single emoji, fire. No explanation, no caption. One member responded, "Even Fat Joe said this house is burning to the ground, but we're not done because guess who just entered the chat?" Fans quickly linked it to the drama. Smith Yandhi, indeed, Yandhi, the queen of hip-hop and love, wrote in a since-deleted Instagram comment. Sometimes the people who appear loyal on TV are the messiest behind closed doors. Ask me how I know. That bullet had a lace front, and it felt cold. Fans quickly began naming Remy in comments left under a Shade Blogs post about Claressa and Pap. One fan even wrote, "Yandhi got tea, and she's itching to spill it." What precisely is it that Yandhi knows? Is this drama older than we initially believed? Were there additional female participants? Claressa's uppercut is not getting as deep as the rabbit hole. And right as this online war was peaking, Remy Ma posted her first video since the hug scandal. No words, just her walking slowly in all black shades with a caption, "Funeral vibe," and the funeral energy made the fans go crazy. Is it for Claressa's reputation or her marriage? Or is she implying that she is going to bury them both? Figuratively, of course, but here's the unexpected twist. Recall the Miami spa. It turns out that someone from the hotel staff sold an anonymous interview to a podcast, claiming that Claressa and Pap checked in under the names Miss Steele and Mr. Warner. But here's the thing. Those are Papoose's government surname and a boxing alias that Claressa used early in her career. That's not just petty, it's strategic. Fans are now wondering if it was a long-term ploy or if Claressa was attempting to make Remy lose it in court. Or is this all a front for something more serious? Because according to one crazy theory on TikTok, this whole thing might be a diversion from a much larger story that Ray has been hiding. According to this theory, just when the internet thought this story had peaked, the Pi had a wiretap thought, unintentionally captured audio from a conversation Claressa had while staying at a hotel in Miami. And what was said? Brace yourself. He told me that she was already too deep, that her name was on the wrong documents, and that if it was revealed, she would be the first to go down. Now, if you're wondering, wait, who is she talking about? Join the group since this suggests something much more significant than an Instagram post. Hello, post. Now that we're talking about cover-ups, paper trails, and potential legal exposure, who is the she? Remy, what are the documents? Well, a second leaked memo may hold the answer. According to that same source, a burner phone, yes, another burner phone was found in a former Remy Ma assistant. And it contained text threads that suggested a payout agreement between Remy and someone involved in the Darius Gilbo murder case, the same case her son is on trial for. Are you still with us? Because it gets wilder? It seems that Claressa and Papoose may have been aware of this the entire time. And one thread even suggests that Pap attempted to push Remy to sign off on everything under her name in order to separate herself from the paper trail. One purported communication from Papoose says, "Keep it clean. Keep it beneath her. I don't need heat on me," if accurate. This suggests that Claressa's hug reveal may have been a public warning, shot a subdued way of saying, "Don't make me talk," rather than a sign of love. Remy may have finally understood because, after disappearing for days, she emerged in a locked-door meeting with her legal team and, based on rumors circulating in the courthouse, an FBI liaison. Yes, we said FBI. Why? Because let's align the facts. Claressa Shields posts an embrace but then drops it like a clue. Screenshots leak, voice memos follow. Public opinion shifts. Behind the scenes, she's linked to deeper secrets, wiretaps, burner phones, and now alleged hush money. Remy Ma starts disappearing from public view, deletes photos, and cancels interviews. Papoose remains silent, still Mia, like he dipped before the explosion. And now the burner phone evidence may have crossed over from messy drama into the realm